Let's get into it. We have Skarner top. Ooh, interesting. All right, this is someone I can talk about again. Skarner top against Yasuo top. All right, Master Yi jungle. Why do people still play this? Master Yi jungle against Warwick. Vladimir Talon mid. We got the classic Ashe Leona against Veigar and Taric. Huh. That's an interesting bot lane combination. All right, so Skarner top. Credits, like full credits, honestly, Donghua making the video explaining how that champion works. But essentially, if you stack up to 45% CDR early and you don't actually finish an item, you just buy full CDR items. As soon as you're level 6, you can kill anyone in the game. Just by doing the combo that allows you to stun someone for like 4.5 seconds in a row. And you just impale them under the tower and you kill them off. It's a very easy combo to pull off, and it's almost fail-proof. If you hit level 6 with even like a decent amount of CDR, I think like with a Sheen, a Glacial Shell, and a Kino Gem by level 6, you can kill anyone in the game. And Skarner top does also have utility later on, just by virtue of having Impale. Because honestly, Skarner's kit in general kinda sucks, and he relies on Spires to work. And his base stats are pretty awful too. Like, he doesn't really scale well, but by virtue of having Impale as your ultimate, you're never fully useless, even if the rest of your kit is garbage. He's definitely one of those champs where, as long as your ult exists, you're relevant. And if you don't have ult, no matter what you do, you just get outmatched. But in lane, the kill combo at 6, not to be underestimated. It's decently easy to execute, but without some practice, you can really, really easily flub it as well. And when you do flub that combo, you just look like a monkey, because then you just die. We'll see if this Skarner knows what he's doing. Top lane Skarner very much is an unconventional pick, even still, I say. And it's down to an execution and knowing when you have a power spike. You power spike at a very unorthodox timing, and it's not even like fully item based. It's item reliant, but it's also combo based, and it's also timing based. And there's a very narrow window from when you can pull it off. But if you do pull it off, the reward is huge. So actually, let's click on him now and check his CDR. He does take Cosmic Insight, so he is most likely going for that strat. The strategy that allows you to just CC someone for an extremely long period of time. But now if he dies first, oh, don't run into the miniwaves. Yasuo loved that, but he's going to give up the chase because he can't really dash under a tower that easily. And now bot lane trading up, pushing Veigar in, which is exactly where you want to be. Leona gets locked up in the event horizon, but it doesn't even matter. It's Leona. So Veigar's gonna get beat up, and he has to walk away. Master Yi getting pushed around by a dog. He is going to return his blue buff, but Warwick has position topside. Can he do anything? Not necessarily. Yasuo does have a slight lead. I mean, yeah, Skarner as a laner is so weak that you really have to pick your fights very cleverly. Like, no matter who you are, when you hit 6, you can kill them. But the problem with Skarner is always hitting 6. You need to know how to lane properly, how to trade smartly, not aggressively necessarily, but smartly, knowing how to get out of every trade while taking the minimum amount of damage, not even to win it, just taking the minimum amount of damage while still securing income, because income is so important pre-6. He's actually going to go for this trade onto Yasuo. He does win it with the shield, but Yasuo comes in right back, taking some damage back. He does have a significant minion advantage. So Yasuo has to be pretty careful about fighting into that. Bot lane, still just trading CS and trading blows. It's very hard for this lane to actually engage on Veigar Taric. Leona can always Zenith Blade in, but once she hits the Zenith Blade, the Ashe is pretty much left to her own devices in Event Horizon against Dazzle. Taric can actually just kill Ashe by smacking her. It's not something that's preferable, but... And now Master Yi, Alpha strikes in. One more auto should do it. The Ignite last take will take her down. Master Yi is actually the Igniter. He doesn't even have Flash. And now Taric tucks his tail in between his legs and runs away. Veigar does have TP. He can TP back to the tower and resume farming. He's not going to lose out on too much income. Did that cannon just not get killed? I didn't see gold on the Ashe, so Ashe must have missed the cannon. And now, top lane, Yasuo, a solid 12 minion ahead. Even with this wave perfectly farmed by Skarner, he's not gonna make up that differential. But still, the most important part was Skarner just surviving. Not even making up deficit, just surviving. He did TP back to that lane too, so it's a fresh TP down. And now he's basically locked in. Like, he can't afford to be away from lane for that long. He's a very level dependent champion to do well in lane, and without teleport to get back to lane quickly, he can't really easily recall. He loses so much more than almost anybody else. He is going to set up a freeze. That's 3 minions is not enough to set up a freeze. Like, Yasuo will get back and this lane will start pushing. That's definitely not how you freeze. He's gonna try his damnedest though. Like, I'll give him credit. He's trying. But he's just delivering more CS into Yasuo. Because he can't actually maintain this position in lane. As soon as Yasuo walks up, he has to run because he loses that trade. Even when he hits 6, if Yasuo is not super extended, he can't make that pull. He can't get the kill. So he has to be careful. Yasuo can just sweep out the wave and kill him off. And now Leona going in once again. The stun landing on the Veigar. Ashe walks into Event Horizon, so no more damage can be put onto the Veigar, and now she has to run. Dazzle lands, and Warwick comes in. He's going to flash in the middle of 2 people and scream. Leona gets driven back a little bit, but she's still alive for now. However, the Ignite, more than enough to finish her off. Ashe claims the counter kill on the Veigar. Event Horizon doesn't go down in time, but it doesn't matter. Yi gets pounded by 2 men, and now Ashe has to run away. She is spamming something. Oh no, she's not spamming something. Warwick's spamming Q on her. That's why the circles are flying out from her. And now teleport from the Veigar. He's coming back to lane. He's coming back to lane with a vengeance. If Event Horizon lands, he can actually kill the Ashe. It's not a good enough Event Horizon to secure a kill. In fact, it's basically as if he never cast it, but here comes the Talon. He's going to try to make up the difference. He's fleeing and stunned at the same time. And now, Manly Man Chad gets killed off by another Chad champion in Talon. Dwayne B's Pink Ward also falls. About as easy to kill as Dwayne B's actual Pink Ward. And now Talon walks his way back to mid lane. First item from Vladimir, Ninja Tabi. Quite a smart buy actually. It's going to basically make it impossible for Talon to kill him in that lane, which is exactly what he wants. Talon can get some roams off, sure, it's Vladimir. He has troubles contesting his roam anyway. And having a Tabi just means that he can actually make it really hard for Talon to push him out. And now, really angry Scorpion Man chasing after the Yasuo. His shield wore off, so now he's just fighting with raw health. That's not enough to win that trade. He will lose it. Now, Vladimir coming in. The Humo play goes down to Talon. He tries to get a sock off. He doesn't. But he does kill off Leona. Blue team securing Mountain Drake, but at what cost? The answer is the support. Was it a good trade? Maybe, maybe not. And here comes another stun. Just jabbing Yasuo. These are very cheeky trading patterns, but he's not winning off the back of it. Yasuo lands his tornado. He won't go for last breath, so it's a smart move. You don't want to be doing that. He's far too in. If that's... Oh! The fracture missed. If that fracture hit, he could have killed the Yasuo. But unfortunately, he doesn't get that kill. And now he stuns him again and has to walk away. Be careful of your health pool and your mana pool. You do need that mana pool. And seem high now, but his W alone costs like 80 or something, does it? No, 60. Okay, thank God. I was about to say he's even crappier than I remembered. Now let's look at the item progression in bot lane. It's the last chapter against Cutlass. Advantage to Ashe. Now top lane, Yasuo triple Doran's Blade, 12% lifesteal. Notably. No, wait, 9% lifesteal. I can't math. Notably. So that's almost as much as Vamp Scepter. And it's going to give him a solid amount of health and early AD. He does need it. The combo does land. He gets pulled under a tower. Fracture lands. And there is the kill combo being pulled off by Skarner. It wasn't even perfect. He didn't land the second fracture, but it doesn't even matter. That's enough to kill off the Yasuo, showing him for advancing too far. And Fatboy Uzi gets taken down. There's a lot of pro players in this game, apparently. Now, Talon finding it very difficult to kill Vlad through that Ninja Tabai. He can't even lane properly against him anymore, I'm pretty sure. Vlad is clawing back in terms of CS. He has an advantage here. And Yasuo, not aware of Skarner's how Skarner Fracture works, is going to fall prey to the good old Skarner pull under tower strat. It's actually a bit more complicated than it seems. So basically, as a quick explanation, when Skarner CCs anybody, let me actually click on him. When Skarner CCs anybody, look at the passive portion of Fracture. When you stun someone with Fracture and Impale, it actually refunds the cooldown of Fracture equal to the duration that you CC them. So by landing his full stun combo in the form of fracturing someone, ulting, and then proccing the Fracture mark, with enough CDR, it gives you enough timing to cast a second Fracture before your stuns were off. So in total, that is a 1.25 second plus 1.25 second plus 1.75 second stun. So that is in total a 4.25 second CC that you can land on anybody you want. As long as you do the Fracture alt auto combo. With enough CDR, it will bring Fracture up in time. But he's not going to go for that combo here. He could have actually just pulled the trigger and done it to Yasuo. But it's not going to happen. Vladimir comes down. Tides of Blood kills off the Ashe. And now, Skarner, he has to turn for the turn for the hills. I can't talk. He's going to leave the Herald to do nasty things to the tower. He's so low. He can't possibly stay. And now Warwick, he's tanking tower, but it doesn't matter. Yasuo comes in for the counter kill. Talon, in the meantime, answers the roam, picking up a kill of his own. And now Leona, very low, eats Primordial Burst to the face, but luckily does not die. That's going to be last of Vygar's damage, and Vygar has to run away. No other kills other than clean up onto the Vlad, basically. No, excuse me, clean up onto the Vlad as well as the Talon. I coughed into the mic, I'm sorry if that was loud. Ocean Drake spawning in 50 seconds. Blue team has to reset and get back fast, because red team is already on it. Skarner actually doing quite well. He is building correctly. Yes, you do want these items. The next item here should, let's be honest, in all realistically be a Kindle Gem, but he does need a Ninja Tabai as well. He's picking up a lot of components. He needs to make it work. Skarner is so CDR reliant because he's so skill reliant. Rushing the CDR, he needs to get 45% as quickly as possible. How much is he at? He's at 25%. Not nearly enough. He did not invest in... No, he did invest in the blue... No, he didn't invest in the blue tree. Ugh, so he doesn't have celerity. Perhaps not the best outcome for him. He misses the auto on the Yasuo, but that's not enough. He can just walk away. Last breath lands. Yasuo's committing. Can he actually kill him off? No, he can't. The second fracture makes him back off. Fracture actually lasts a long second. 1.25 second stun. It's nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at all. He could have actually impaled and killed him off. 4.25 second stun, man. How much do I have to repeat myself? But he's being very timid with these trades. He's afraid of going for the combo unless he's under tower. That's actually costing him. He had more than enough damage to just kill off the Yasuo right then there. But once again, he didn't commit. Probably due to he probably doesn't understand the champion as well. He'd like to be. And now Drake gets secured by a 4-man chorus. Too busy talking about the Skarner. I didn't even see what's happening on the rest of the map. Seems like the jungler died. Oh no, how unfortunate. The Cloud wins quicken. It's an amazing Drake. Still one of the best Drakes in the game. I think the best. Only next to Ocean Soul. But the Dwayne B's Pincourt gets jumped on. Zenith's Blade gets cancelled by Event Horizon. 2 bodies from red team drop, but that's going to be it. That's a very silly parkour. Not taking him out in time. Enchanted Crystal Arrow just barely being dodged out. That was cutting it a little bit too close. But Talon coming in hard, coming in strong. Event Horizon once again stopping him. Leona has nowhere to go in the cage. So she will submit to fate and die. But now without first killing off Vygar in the tower dive. And now this tower, all ashes to play with. Let's see how much damage she can actually lay on it. Ranger's focus is not up. She cannot shoot triple arrows. And she has to back off because Vladimir is missing on the map. In blue team's vision. He does return to lane now. He has Ninja Tabai. Is enough. It is kind of enough. He's actually going to scare off the E. He's not even going to go on him, which is a smart move. And now Yasuo once again being slick, dashing into a billion minions as Yasuo out to do. He's out to get the Skarner. Can he get him? Skarner lands the stun. That's actually a huge chunk of damage. The Sheen coming in huge, honestly. And now, is it gonna happen again? Is he going to get another solo kill onto the Yasuo? He doesn't have Ninja Taba. He bought nothing. He hasn't gone back, I'm pretty sure. No, he has gone back. He's definitely gone back. He bought nothing. Well, he finished Kindle Gem, but he didn't finish his boost. He does have the core CDR builds complete. He's going to pull the Yasuo. He messed up the combo! He procced the Fracture first, which means it won't come up in time. Yasuo's going to have enough time to flash away. The Crystalline Shield giving him some movement speed, but can he chase the Yasuo? Fracture gets windwalled, and he's probably going to just run away now. He's much too fast for Skarner to catch up. Taric following close behind. Bastion's not going to come down, but Dazzle will. And here comes the ultimate. Messing up that combo gave him enough time to flash away. And that's going to be the end of Skarner. Talon pops the ultimate, killing off the Warwick, but Warwick takes off the E in exchange. Skarner drops to a 2-man core, and now Talon has to run for the hills. Does he have power core? Yes, he can. He can walk over one wall, and that's going to give him enough room to get out. 5-1-3. He's actually doing quite well for himself, as well as holding a CS lead over Vladimir. Vladimir, oh man, for a champion he needs to scale. He sure is getting up there. Boots done and Proto Belt done in a pretty decent time, I say. And blue team takes down that tower. They're going to recall and reset. Top lane, Yasuo getting some alone time to this tower. Surely this is the end of that tower. Nobody on blue team is going to get there in time. And now, full reset from blue team. 5 members once again running out of their base as if this was minute 1. Meeting the red team on the battlefield. Now, who's actually strong on both teams? Ashe, 2,000 gold ahead of Veigar. Jesus, that is immense. Talon as well, holding a 1,000 lead over Vlad. So, blue team has a stronger damage core. And with Skarner, they have the superior pick. But red team has the far and away better team fight here. So, can blue team utilize their amazing pick comp to make critical picks? Or will they get run over by a red team powerful death ball? Once Taric pops his ultimate with 5 people there, blue team has no chance of winning. Doesn't matter how far ahead they are. Well, unless they're like 20k or something. But blue team gonna back off from this push. They have to respect the red team core. But the pickoff starts now with the Taric. He gets CC down. Event Horizon not nearly enough to save him. 3 much swag for you. That is a cancer name. Gonna pick up a kill. And now the Herald Secure comes in. This is Herald 2. This is the strong one. Red team's just gonna let this go. Warwick's recalling. They ping assistance onto the Cloud Drake. They want it, but Skarner's already near. Vladimir coming in for the suck. He's going for Spellbinder or Deathcap second, not Zhonya's Hourglass. Hourglass is the much more defensive item and the one that I recommend running in against this comp. Especially from a champion that needs to scale more and team fight better. Against so many AD threats, it seems silly that he's going for a Rod instead of Arm Guard into Hourglass. But who am I to judge? The scan discovers the Talon, but the counter scan also reveals the Warwick, and now a team fight breaks out. Talon pops us out in the middle, 3 people. The daggers pop down, but Taric starts drop only now. Everybody's immune, and now they're flashing in. The core is rolling in. This is the death ball tower. This is the death ball. Blue team can't afford to fight into this, and Ashe, the next victim. 3 for nothing. You simply cannot fight into them. If the pick does not work, everybody bail because you are not winning from that position. That is going to be the Cloud Drake secured from red team. Definitely not the way you wanted to play that team fight. Once you see their Taric arrive, once you see more than 2 players there, the only correct move is to call it off and leave some bodies behind if you have to. Not pull everybody else further in. And once they realize that they cannot win that fight, it's already far too late. So they lose the Talon, they lose the Leona, and they lose the Dragon. But it is not the death blow that will end the game. Right now, for all intents and purposes, this game is perfectly even and both teams have perfectly legitimate comps to win the game with. It's just up to execution. It's just up to who can dictate the pace of the game in their own favor. Red team getting a very favorable team fight. But blue team, all they have to do is respond in kind. one Ashe ult, one Talon flank, one Leona ult, one Skarner ultimate onto a target in the wrong place. But to do that, they need to win the Vision Wars. Are they winning the Vision Wars? Not quite. This is a pretty damn dark map for blue team, considering what they want to do with their team comp. The Hawkshot temporarily sees a pink ward, actually. And now Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands, so does the Solar Flare. Blast dying to the CC. And now 3-man top killing off the Master E. This is a wasted Herald. What a tragedy. What was Master E doing, deploying Herald a billion yards away from the rest of his team? But Skarner at the same time making waves. This is a huge mini wave. It's not going to die to the tower anytime soon. As long as he actually hits the tower. What the heck, man? You need to kill that tower. He's not even going to try. Yasuo's going to come in and respond. He did greed for the CS, but is it going to cost him this tower kill? Looks like it will not. The Triforce procs will be enough to kill, not Triforce, Iceborne Gauntlet, I guess, which is also the other item you buy. He is going to proc his ultimate. Once again, the wrong combo, but it doesn't matter. Reinforcements have arrived, and Talon kills off the Yasuo on Skarner's behalf. Once again, I cannot reiterate this enough. That is not how you combo. You proc your stun after you impale if you know 100% you are going to commit the impale. You will miss a potential second fracture as a result and miss like 30% of your CS. Not CS, CC. Do not ever fracture first if you're committing impale. I cannot reiterate that enough. There's actually even no benefit because impale is just as fast as the fracture, and you can't even flash out of impale. Even if you try to buffer a flash perfectly, you just get instantly dragged back. It's the tiny things that makes or breaks Skarner, and fracturing at the wrong time is definitely the biggest mistake you can make. And now, game settles down once again. Red team does a horrible play top, not red team, blue team does a horrible play top involving Herald, and an amazing play bot involving a split push. So now the game is settling into a blue team advantage once again, but can they continue this advantage? Sooner or later, they have to figure out how to beat red team in a straight up fight. Picking is reliable, but it's not something you can rely on without solid vision, and right now, red team is definitely handily winning the vision wars. Skarner split pushing basically alone in the dark. He just has a solid assumption that every member of red team is topside. It is a correct assumption, but how long is that going to last? Even Horizon catches up to the Ashe. Dark Matter does not land, but here comes the rest of the team. That's a 5-man strong. Ashe, perfect QSS to get out of the Warwick, but I think Warwick got interrupted with something else. Talon out, giving 5 people invulnerability. The Hemo Plague pops and kills off the Ashe in the distance. The Flash definitely does not cleanse off the Hemo Plague. And Ashe, the only victim of that team fight. Once you see 5, you have to run. This is not a team you can take, and Event Horizon is not going to make it any easier. Talon has a flash just to get out in time. Skarner so far into the backline. There is no Talon out, but they have the numbers advantage. Leona stranded in the middle of 3 people. She might die for this. The Impale lands, but he can't get out the Event Horizon, so he's going to fall in the back. Talon trying to get a counter kill on the Warwick. Can he do it? No, Warwick gets out of the tower range just in time. So the 1-for-0 team fight cascades into a 4-for-0. That's even worse of a call. If you can't beat them in a team fight, don't try to beat them in a team fight after you already lost one and cost your AD carry. If you can't even win that with the carry, why would you win it without? Red team pings out Baron, but they're not going to do it. They have to reset. Blue team respawning, running back in. They want blood, but they're not going to find any, so they might settle with killing off the Drake, but can they get there in time before red team does? There are wars everywhere in the red side jungle. Actually, not anymore. That vision ward's gone, and this blue ward's gone as well. So I guess red team no longer has vision. But it doesn't even matter. The core has made it. Warwick has his pounce. Ashe has no QSS. No, she does have QSS. Wow, it came back out fast. I stand corrected. But now, red team, if they're 5-man strong, they can walk in and take whatever they want. And blue team, the only course they can do is run, and they will run away. Skarner, trying to commit for that ward, will be the end of him, so he smartly backs off and does not take that fight. Warmock's armor, the next selection. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what you build on Skarner. As long as it has CDR somewhere in it, you just build it. Even Lucidity boots, which is definitely actually the correct boost you build on him. The only thing I would do too is run Celerity for some extra stats, but he just dies in the cage. He can't really do anything. Vladimir, he's strong. Hemoplay comes down. Solar Flare hits the pool. Nothing else lands, and Ashe cannot kite her way out of this one. Now the entire Family Core is diving with a 3-man last press. That's gonna clean up the rest of the blue team. Skarner's in the middle of 5 people, but what can he do? Nothing. Taric pops his ult at the end of the team fight because he doesn't even need it to win it. And that was a clean fight for Zero Ace from blue team in what is essentially a 6v5. They were tanking a tower the whole time and doesn't even care. The team fighting power coming out strong from red team. That was even started off by the Vladimir. He just brazenly flashes in for a Hemoplague. Well, that was a very brave play. And Solar Flare does not really hit the target. And now look at the Fed members on blue team. Their powers have been fully eclipsed. Ashe drops 3 kills before. Ashe has dropped 3 kills since we last checked on her, picking up nothing in the interim. And Talon only coming 1 constellation kill to his name, 1 assist, and 2 more deaths. On the other hand, these team fights red team have been forcing, paying off in dividends. Blue team must realize vision is their key to winning this game. If they're behind, they still have ample pick tools to kill off a critical character from red team. If they do that, they actually reap shutdown gold this time as well. So they definitely do need to secure more vision, but how do you do that when your team is not even buying pinks? I mean, Skarner, come on, you're running basically support budget over here. CDR items are so cheap nowadays. You're telling me you can't afford 2 pink wards? Come on, man. Same for you, Master Yi. Why is Master Yi still got the blue trinket, man? Not blue, yellow trinket, man. You need that sweepers. My dude, you can't play like solo queue. You will get run over by a team fight comp. Master Yi can't do jack against them. Even Horizon catches too. The Impale does not bring the Vladimir back, which I guess is actually a blessing in disguise because you don't want to bring that guy back. Warwick claws into the backline. That's going to be the end of Talon and Leona. Ashe just has to run away, but her base is no longer safe. There's no inhibitor anymore protecting her. Red team is just going to wander into blue team's base and take whatever they want. It's a full-on conquest. And all blue team can do is fend for themselves and run away. Master Yi, he can try to be a hero in his fantasy, but that is most likely what's going to happen to him exactly. Meditate can't even tank through that damage. Talon, he's bold. Well, not Talon, Taric, he's bold. He wants that kill. He's not going to get that kill. He actually uses his own ult to try to tower dive him. Very ambitious, but it's not going to do jack. Now red team, forcing several successful team fights in a row, claims the easy game off the back of it. Warwick, the only casualty, dying inside the Nexus. And he will watch it explode in his team's favor.